Hello, Springy back in the dark again on my favourite YouTube chair. Um, just a update on the exhaust situation. Things have changed, of course, and I spared you the horror of me changing light bulbs in the instrument clusters. Boy, that was fun. Shouldn't have been a problem, but 21 years. Um, don't think any of the little self-tappy type screws had ever been out. And to get to the lights on the rev counter and the fuel gauge, you have to take the headlamp off. I thought you could swivel the headlamp by loosening the outside bolts, but they're not captive threads on the insides of the headlamps, they're just nuts. So when you loosen the outside bolts, the nuts fall off inside the headlamp. And then you have to take off the chrome ring around the headlamp. It's got two little more set screws, countersunk set screws. They'd never been out ever. I spent 2 hours to change two tiny light bulbs for the instrument illumination. While I was in there, obviously I changed all of the light bulbs, everything, headlamp bulb, the side light bulb, the three instrument illumination bulbs. Strangely enough, there's two of one type and one of a different type. Um, and indicator bulbs. I did everything on the front of the bike, and any bulbs that were working, I put in my stash. I'll do the same on the rear at some point. So that was fun, 2 hours. But what good thing is, while I was in there, because all of the instrument clusters and the headlamp is chrome, I was able to actually chrome polish all the bits I couldn't get to while it was in one piece. Anyway, so it's all back together. Okay, exhaust. It's taken quite a change. I did say I didn't want to get a new exhaust system. I wanted to repair the old exhaust system. Both are happening. The more I look into the exhaust, the more I realise that it's going to be a lot more work to get it to work. It's not beyond repair, but I keep finding extra bits in different places. So what I've done is I've ordered a new exhaust system, an aftermarket one, the sort that I didn't want, but I've picked I probably told you this, I picked a Lex Tech system with a decent size can muffler silencer in a sort of brushed stainless, so it doesn't look too far from the original look. Obviously, it doesn't look flash. It just looks pretty understated. So that's coming maybe tomorrow, which will be Saturday, or probably Monday. I only ordered it today, Friday. I've been procrastinating for at least a week. I should have just ordered it Thursday. I could have had it Saturday. So yes, so I'm going to fit that. And the original system I'm still going to keep, and I'm still going to get repaired and sorted, but there's a fair bit more stuff going on with it than I had initially imagined. I could have just left it on there. It'd have been fine until MOT time. I would have had to seal up where the little link piece is, but where the can bolts on, there are three different fixings on it, and pretty much all three threads halfway mullered, so I will have to drill them out and tap them bigger to use bigger, which is fine. There's plenty of room for bigger bolts, or remove the studs and put bolts in something. It's not insurmountable. It's at some point in the past somebody has taken a grinder behind one of the fasteners and cut one out and replaced it. It's not bad, it's doable. So that's going to be less of a not panic. It was never going to be a panic, but you know what I mean. It's going to be less of an issue when I put the new system on, because that will get me, get the bike on the road. And then Graham and I can play with the original system at our leisure and get that back into a decent state of affairs. I will leave on the aftermarket system, obviously, because it's just newer and cleaner and easier. I've been around all of the bolts and fasteners on the exhaust so that I know that I can get it off. They're all free and mobile. And once that original system is fully repaired and looks, I'll polish it obviously and make it all nice. I'm literally just going to hang it up somewhere, maybe in my garage or maybe in one of my sheds, and it will stay there until, heaven forbid, I ever sell this one. If I do ever have to sell it for any reason, I'll put the original system back on because it will have been repaired and usable, and I will take off my nice aftermarket system that I've just bought and put it on the next Bandit, or sell it, get some money back. But hopefully, I say this after having 4 bikes in the last 10 months, hopefully this Bandit is here to stay. Really don't want to be changing bikes again, he says, as always. Anyway, so that's the 6.5 minute update. I will, if the exhaust turns up tomorrow, Saturday, which I very much doubt, then I will film taking off the old one and putting the new one on. And the sound, you'll have the usual, you get the sound of no exhaust, no can, the new system without the baffle. I won't be running it without the baffle. That's for track days and town riding through traffic, which I don't do any of, so I don't need the loud pipes save lives, really. I agree with it, loud pipes save lives, but I don't need it personally for the riding I do. Anyway, it's too long, 7 minutes 15 seconds. Peace and love. I'll see you on the next exhaust instalment. I've been Springy.